I can see where you're coming from.
They get scared, they're
Wanted to do a no.
series point and they're worried they're
I mean, yeah,
gonna
I think that's. I honestly think. I think that's valid.
I can see something happening.
Because the whole idea was his thing. This like the whole no duelist, which is awful, by the way. I'll just put that out there. You're not gonna make that work on every single map. Some maps you can make that work on every single map. No duelist just doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, he was trying to force that really heavy. So yeah, I think that's fair.
Much more even affair, just because there isn't a lot of that anti-Gecko ability necessarily, but if Team Secret can play this like they did on
The only way no duelist
waiting
would
out
work
the
is if they
utility,
ran
able to play
chamber
counter
on
utility,
Nivera,
play anti-flash,
and
that kind
he's
of
just
thing,
opping on
then
attack every single
I think
time,
have a really
and he's
good
just
chance here to take this map,
getting
to take the
picks.
series and face Data tomorrow.
And that just doesn't work on every single map.
This is the 4th map.
It works on some maps though. You'd be able to make it work. So yeah, in terms of the whole vision, which I don't understand, but
I predicted
yeah,
GenG.
I
I'm the
don't
one
think that
that
one's
can
gonna
say
work.
this. It's done. It's Jova. I'm out.
This is like the voice of disappointment
I'm
in your
so
voice.
disappointed.
I mean, in defense
Double
of
breach.
this, Jess had so much hope for
I did.
GenG,
I
and
did.
obviously so does the Korean Dust. But we're gonna see how this goes. If GenG does not win this map, if
You want to see Scream play with a strong IGL like FNS Boss or Angel? Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that happen.
Until next year. Team Secret is so close to moving on to the grand finals tomorrow. Can they close it out here on Lotus? We're going to go over to our casters, Tasteless and Quack.
I am ready to cast this game with the old Quackarino, and I am hoping that we will have a Game 5, but
Do you think Breach is a must pick for this map? Nah, not at all.
That was so one-sided. That was humiliating there for GenG. Can GenG recover? What do you think, Quack?
We don't know. I mean, Jess threw down the gauntlet. She said it all, that this is probably going to be the last map. But it's tough to think about.
Surprised Ash didn't overtake the IGLing from Scream.
Yes,
I think if anyone was talking about that, I'm actually surprised that didn't go more viral, not viral, but like viral within the Valorant world. Like the video of their coach, the video of their coach talking about the IGLing. I'm really surprised that didn't go on like Reddit or anything. I thought that would be a big talking point. Everyone seems to have just not really speaking about that. When in my mind, that's like huge red flag.
Humiliating defeat on Ascent. Team Secret is one.
The interview that Yinsu did with PM before the game. People should go check it out. Honestly, it's a good talking point. I'm very surprised it's not on Reddit.
Bring that kind of energy back here in map number 4.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday when they played this, King wasn't too bad. Sylvan, I think, had some
Yeah,
great assists as well.
Yinsu asked some PM some good questions, really.
Far too
Okay,
quiet.
we get into this
And
one. We have an
again,
insta-ace shutdown. We're using
this
flash or
opposition.
smoke. Okay, smoke,
Meanwhile, for Team Secret,
Gecko,
you know,
Molly.
it wasn't
Alright,
as bad.
GenG
It's
on
just that
defense,
their
Secret on
opponent that
attack.
day, Laz was popping off. Now that we're starting things out, it's a bit of a default
Oh,
hold, slow,
I was gonna
steep
say, you're
presence.
really committed there.
Upset starts things
Did have
off
the dash to get out, but they just got too much space. In terms of the pistols at the moment, we've got a straight up 4-1.
GenG, they're going to be scrambling to get back over here towards the C site. Nothing says that Team Secret has to commit to C either. They might try to.
Wait, we got a straight up
solve
5-1.
here,
Sorry,
even back over
maths
A.
didn't make any sense there. So how's it an odd number?
So they decide they're probably going to commit.
King's camera, though, right on top. I don't think you commit to this.
Yeah, I think
Just
Maths ain't mathing, not at all
go.
there. Yeah, you're
Now
right.
let's go ahead and back up.
So a bit of pressure over towards here, question mark, created, and they go explore, but they did it with a stun, so they kind of know that they got the information here, so do they wanna... Damn, dudes, just saw him before the Omen flash hit, that was big. If he didn't get that kill, I think the Omen probably could have farmed, because I don't think the other people saw him. So that was really nice, that was a really important kill. There is... Oh, that's devastating. Dodged one.
Wow.
Holy hell, they're the gods of pistol.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really rough.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi.
Oh
None
my
of that
God.
here.
Team Secret.
Jesus.
Guys,
They're feeling
Okay.
that magic.
Well,
it's the pineapple magic.
let's
Yeah.
make sure we can maths
Pineapple's
this.
out.
Okay, there we go, 6-1.
Hondo gaming back at it again, but still, I mean, this is another one of those great starts that we've seen.
You personally think the Cypher isn't viable in Lotus? It's viable, but that doesn't mean that it's not crap. So I agree with you. I hate it, man. I hate the Cypher on this map. so much. But it's viable. You could make it work.
See how relaxed
But
Team
is
Secret
there better
right now.
options in my
They're still
mind?
feeding
Yeah.
Off of that energy from map 3.
Oh god.
By the way, 3
So
sheriff
yeah, I
buys
pretty much
here,
agree with you.
for GenG. So they're really eager to try to get a pick somewhere here. It's a very compacted position here for Team Secret.
So we're allowed 2 deaths into this one. Anything more from GenG is a bit of a win.
I mean, Jesse Vash going for that wall
Got
bang.
3
That was the
sheriffs,
spot that
and
we saw
they're
from
just
yesterday.
relaxing. They're just waiting for an
Flips
aggro
in his
push.
Odin. He spammed through and caught TS or Meteor several times.
Thoughts on Deadlock? I like
GenG, I mean,
Deadlock. I
they
think it's going to
learned from their
be...
mistakes,
I think there's some
sure.
ways to play it that I think are going to be
Now,
good. I'm
we pick him out.
expecting Paper
Meteor's gonna
Rex
get a lot
might
of information off
use
this,
it. I
but
think their
Jeremy's still
playstyle
watching the
works
play.
very well.
Spots him out.
It's you know the guards protect the VIP setup that I always talk about? Deadlock's a bit like that. You get into a site with Deadlock alive, you're probably going to win the after plant. I say probably. You do well to lose an after plant.
That's trying to come into
So,
block too.
I think it's pretty
Throws out
strong.
one flashpoint,
Oh,
but-
good damage,
there it is.
actually. If they can get another kill on
They've
this.
almost gotten to see here. It looks like TS is going to be coming just around the corner, right through the smoke. Doesn't see anything to his right. It
Oh
does
my.
get that insta-kill on it, Jeremy.
Pick up a gun?
Spike plant.
I gotta
Wow,
say,
man, that actually
when it
had...
comes to
I
the
mean,
gunplay, it's just Team
Secret should be happy with
delivering. I
how
don't
this
know
went,
if
because this
GenG
could have gone a
is
lot
more
worse. They managed to keep the 3 guns into this.
But look,
They
I
only
mean, that
lose
was
the
not
Spectre and the
flawed
Sheriff.
save round there for
Not too
GenG.
bad, but yeah,
They
the
did
damage
fire
there
away
was
with that.
close.
do
Could have
in
been a
this
few more
round.
deaths on top of
Just
that.
mentioned it.
It was
I
actually a
mean,
winnable round straight up.
Mousecaster and Paper Thin yesterday as well. I mean, he talked about it. One of the things that GenG
Wait.
really needs, they
Okay,
need to
I mean,
keep
yeah.
themselves in high spirits. When they feel good, they start to communicate a lot
Did
better.
they-
Everyone is a little bit better
Okay, so they lost.
coordinated
I
as a
thought they picked
result.
up the Guardian at the
But
end,
if
but
you're,
apparently
down
not.
in the dumps just because of a bad game, a bad map, you don't reset. It's tough. Great start this time.
I mean, here we go. They're starting it.
Ah, look at these flashes. Look at the util. Okay, well, the heavy shutdown over towards A was incredible.
Soon to be delivered much
That looked pretty nice. 4 people involved, though, so you would expect it to be good.
He's been playing better than all the players we have here today.
That said, I mean, he is alone.
Every bit of
Only
damage
one
here is great.
flashpoint,
If he
one
can kill
aftershock.
2, it means that the
Rotating
next round is a
straight
swing
into
round.
King's
Doesn't
crosshairs.
kill any.
So,
1 armor rebuy, perfect
flawless
round for
win
GenG. Really, really good.
because of that
Straight up
base
shutdown.
setup that they have.
So even
Yeah,
though
beautifully done
even though
there.
they're losing pistols, at least they're not getting bonused.
now we're going
So we've
around
seen
the
a lot of
corner
that.
there.
I've seen 3 of them so far. Wait,
Just thinking about the replay,
2 of
because
them.
the way that they position themselves around it. First of all, Sylvan, Shrouded Step super deep in, but then you also have Envy, everyone throwing all that utility at them. Flash is coming out from God Dead too, and Meteor has that additional firepower. They managed to out-frag Team Secret in this one spot. Now we're going for the same hit again.
damn, it failed so badly. We do it again, Strat. Respect.
Pressure builds up at A.
And it works
We do have
out well.
Sylvan,
They get out of
God
control
damn,
of
wrapping
A.
back around.
Yeah, it's
In
the
case they
classic
need to come in for
calling
that retake on
strategy.
A on that side.
Oh my
Sylvan's
goodness,
gonna be the
who?
first one to push in.
Oh, why does this guy look like he's on
That's
10
some
FPS?
Dubstep, but he's hit by the paranoia. The rest of the team
Oh, he
pushing
got the
through
kill on 10
tree,
FPS
though.
then.
Dubstep gets the first pick,
Ooh.
and then Envy as well.
Really good blind shots here. Envy takes him out. Here comes that spike plant. TS so low. Borkum in a really good spot. He's going to see the gun and get the kill.
This was big, bold
Up to Meteor and King,
calling,
and
straight up, by the
probably
way.
gonna save
A
some
got
free
shut down
players
heavy,
in
and they know that
in
they're probably not
clean
going to
of fashion.
invest as much util
have no
that we saw into
choice.
last round.
I
So they
mean,
go straight up and do
starting
their
things off, we
early
already
A
had
again.
Dubstep with a
And
slightly
yeah, they called
different maneuver
called this
time.
right.
Cloudburst in front of Rubble, and then the tailwind in. The rest of the
Only
team
had
is
one
just
person
following
over
through
towards
in
here.
such
Everyone a little
coordinated
bit out of
fashion.
position. They went
GenG,
pretty
they
fast as
backed
well
up
with it.
too far off of it,
Yeah,
and
I want to
they
shout
weren't
out the
quite
calling here. I
able
thought that
to
was
hold the
really
side
bold
afterwards.
call, but again, I
The
love it.
paranoia
I'm a
from
big
Solo
fan
was
of
nice,
the this failed so
Dubstep
badly.
was
We do it again.
just a bit better.
It's kind of
All right, well, this spike goes
proven
off
to
here,
work.
Team
But
Secret.
when it goes badly,
Out
you
that
look
lead here.
like an
And
idiot.
It does sound a little bit basic to say, but it has to be pointed out. They're just better and quicker with this gunplay. They seem to be very on top of their peaks and everything.
Right now, absolutely.
You know, we're not far enough into the half where there's like a lot of utility to be used, but yeah, I mean, right now, when it comes down to it, Team Secret seems to have very good peaks. They've got good instinct when it comes to smoked out areas. They're very good with the spamming.
And that's the thing. I mean,
Money's still really good.
sometimes
They're gonna get a
you
2-4
start
on
to
top of
feel
this. Everyone
yourself
can buy
because
if they
of that
lose.
previous
So
game.
everyone buys next
Yeah.
round. So it's just a
All right, you know that song.
Okay, I was gonna
it's the
say.
technical pause music.
Sweet.
Yeah. got this at home on vinyl.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
You like listening to it?
Well, only when we need to buy time. Yes.
Okay.
So it looks like
No
we
PCK.
have some issue with one of the players.
So I think DRX will
here.
bounce
Give you a
back in
mouse or
champs
keyboard. We
and
can
play
just
with
fix
Foxy.
pretty
I have
quickly.
no idea how they're going to go in
Staff
terms of
the
the
studios usually very much on
their
top
starting lineup,
stuff like
but
this.
I imagine they're going
if
to
you're
look
just
better.
now joining us,
I think
we've been watching what was
they were like
originally
umming and
a
ahhing
real
in terms of like the
back and
roles
forth
in the
here.
6-person roster, and I think it
With
backfired a
Team
little
Secret
bit in
and
terms of
GenG,
them
only to
looking
discover
pretty
in map
unpolished
3
for
that
what you would
Team
expect for
Secret had the
DRX.
ability to
So I'm
completely
expecting
wipe
some kind of
GenG.
decision to be
In
made
map
from the
4, we
get-go, and
wanna
then they
see
actually
can
have
Team
like
Secret,
5... Nope, not that long.
brother
Like
GenG,
what,
can they
4
actually
weeks
come
to
back
practice
and deliver
properly?
something a little bit better. It's still early on, but right now, I gotta say, Team Secret is still looking very strong and very threatening.
Yeah, right. You're talking about their
Should
gunplay,
GenG have
and
tried to do a
it
bit of
is
damage there?
sharp.
Yeah, I think so.
An audience member.
The problem is it
Throws
would have
in
been
his
hard,
own
but yeah,
prediction
honestly
that
they
it
could have
would
been
be
buying
3
into
to
that.
2.
So yeah, I think it's probably a
Could
bit
still
too
happen.
early to be saving
But
like
it's
they
gotta
did.
be a better
They
map
could have
here
hunted a little
for,
bit.
GenG. The Ascent game was just
Will
so
something play in
clean.
champs? Yeah, he's confirmed.
There's the Bear Man. Does that bear have a name?
Tactibear.
Tactibear. I knew that. No. He's a
Where does
Tactibear
Divide
because
place in the
he's
Pacific
named
rankings?
the-
I'm not
No,
sure.
Bob
I had
the
him in my
Bob?
top 10 going
What other
into
name would he
had him
have? I
at
don't-
the 10th slot
I'm not
going
aware
into
of.
Tokyo,
Dwayne,
so I kind of
Dwayne.
rated him pretty highly.
I thought maybe like John.
John? No, his name's not John.
I
The
think
most
Divide was
basic-
incredible in the
Sorry
season though.
if there are any Johns out
Turn
there.
Sangam Coliseum. So good to see people filling up our stadium here at the Sangam Coliseum. And you at home can come when we have events here in Seoul. It's definitely worth it. It's super hype watching these matches already.
You want
but
to see
watch
Bleed
in
compete?
person
Mate, you gotta
with
wait
a big
7
audience is just
months.
next level. That's a
But
drawing
there
to
might
do,
be
man.
some off seasons.
No, it's not.
There
That
might
was
be
you
some
over
off
there. That was you,
seasons.
Cassie Paper Rex.
He's saying GenG should
There
go
it
to
is.
LA.
Let's see if find out Paper Rex lost. No!
Is that what the sign says?
Damn, bro.
Come on.
No, it doesn't say that.
Of course. But that's the thing. I mean,
It's a GenG support side.
I love the little headbands too. But that's the thing. It's a very lovely community, and a lot of them are here to support GenG, surely. But we've got Team Secret supporters as well, flown in, and I mean, you're
Without
just
surprising,
watching these
Paper
games
X looked
play
with
out,
CGRS.
and
Do you
the
think
players
swapping
who are
something
on
back
the
in
stage
instantly
right
makes them
now,
S
they're
tier? I
thinking
mean,
about
they were
everything.
already looking
GenG
S tier.
needing to go
Like
for
if
that
they were going to
reset.
Tokyo with the full lineup, I had it as a Fnatic Paper X final.
I love the signs
I
out
said
here
it in
the
a
audience.
lot of the
We can
streams
supply
that they
you
were
guys
just
with the
looking
paper and the
scary.
pads
It's one of those
down.
teams that you don't
You
want
don't even
to.
need to bring your own
Paper X are the team that you don't want to
materials.
get.
Oh, but if you
Because they
want
just
to
play
bring,
so
you know,
differently
you
from
got-
every
yeah,
every
just
other
the
team.
Over there on
talents.
the right, they brought that. They printed that out.
I do think that
It's always fun.
They went
when
to
I
Coast.
watched
What does that say?
Fnatic, they had some good ideas against it. So maybe
I am
I don't know. That game should be pretty
this
fun.
game to get going.
Okay.
Oh, you mean with the signs? I'm
Yes.
sorry, that's not what the sign says.
All right. Do you have the button, Tasteless?
Huh?
The caster
Yeah,
start
there's
game
a
button?
special button I could hit that would just start the games, but I'm not gonna hit it yet
Why?
because
Just check the stats for Envy. Yeah, he's outrageously
I
good.
was informed we have a little bit more time up here. And
Who do I have in the grand finals of
of But
champs?
I'm
Fnatic,
hoping
Paper
for
X, pretty
GenG's
sure.
sake they can actually
I
take
could
this
see a
time
world where Loud realize
and,
that their win
use
condition is
this
getting
to
ass passing
figure out
up, and they
what's
look pretty
wrong
good as well, though.
exactly.
And there's
And
loads of
come
other
back
teams
even
that can do
stronger than
great.
before.
But that said, I mean, that's one of the things that people might not know
But that's
about
where I'm
is that
leaning
during
towards
a tech
anyway.
pause, you're not
That makes the most
actually
sense on
allowed
paper
to
with what we've seen.
do anything in the game, and you're not really allowed to communicate with the team.
Do you think some
You're not-
franchise team
you're
might
not
pick
meant
up
to
the
use
whole
this time to,
MAT
like, set up
roster? Nah, not
strategies
the
for
whole of
next
them.
round
It'd
and
be too
whatnot.
hard.
So it is a little bit nerve-wracking. And right now, they just need to fix whatever.
Is there going to be
tech
seeding
issues
based on
they
Masters
have.
Tokyo?
can't translate that, I'm really
Yes,
sorry.
I think so.
That
No,
is
I don't know
so
Tagalog.
cool.
In terms of
More
seeding
time
for
over there.
groups. I'm not entirely
That
sure how
stuff
they're going to
is
do
pretty
it, to
cool.
be honest with you.
There's dinosaurs in the drawing in the back. I wouldn't mind looking at that one.
Chronometer.
Where do you think the Apex
Right,
boys will go?
'cause that's
I'm
a
not sure,
reference to,
but there's
you know,
a
when you played
distinct lack of
previous game.
IGLs,
That's
so
the reason why
Enzo
he
will get
uses
picked
that
up.
mace.
I
I
think
wanna see
Mystic
these
has looked too
dinosaurs.
good for
There's
him
blue
to not get
dinosaurs,
picked
green,
up.
blue dinosaurs.
And
I already figured it out.
Kiko
I'm so good.
will
What does it
probably
say?
get picked up if he does good in his
Ah,
trials.
alright.
And
The audience
then
is not
I'm not too sure about the other two.
That's why I'm here, guys. It's not because I know anything
We'll
about
see.
games. For moments like that, all right? I can figure out a sign like that. When the pressure's on, I actually was gonna have some kind of
Magnum
dinosaur
played
token
really
meter
well,
to get, like,
so
a whole
I'm
team
hoping
kill.
that he does as well.
Setting this team
Honestly,
away to dinosaurs.
Shadow played really well as
It
well.
still could happen.
But right now in this game, it's looking like the dinosaurs are fighting back, and the meteor's not gonna take him.
Well,
That's a good story right
I think
there. Someone's gonna
there's a
steal
good
that
amount of
secret.
duelists that have good chance of
Dinosaurs fight back and beat the meteor.
getting picked up.
Oh my god!
Like
I gotta
Kiko
get that.
alive is kind of interesting as well.
yeah, actually, with the T-Rex with the tiny little arms.
That's
trying
right.
to
They gotta
hold
go
the-
stop the meteor.
Enzo going to Vitality, they bench Bone
can
Cold. Yeah,
see
that one's
Team
interesting. The
Secret's
Bone Cold one will
tiers.
be interesting. I
It could
wonder
be
if
tears of joy, though.
wonder if he's gonna get picked up by anyone.
Not necessarily bad.
Also, don't really
That
understand
was one
what
of
went
the
on
things
there.
that
I would love
TS,
to
the
know
GenG
more
player,
about that.
said during one of those
You
interviews
think
during the
Destron's gonna
regular
IGL?
season.
Interesting.
TS, Team Secret, there's 5 of them, and I'm just one guy, and I'm better than them.
GenG love here.
When they just go heavier frag. Could be a thing.
I mean, just thinking about Meteor, though, I mean, yesterday he actually didn't have that bad of a performance on Lotus. Sure, the team was a little bit quiet, and it was a 13-2 scoreline against RQ, but Meteor was up at 14 kills and 15 deaths, so just -1 on overall KD. Still finding that impact.
Do you think do you think Navi will stick with the current roster if they don't qualify for Champs tomorrow? Nah, I could see some kind of change, to be honest.
Meteor win.
Something
Yeah.
feels weird with that team.
Just starting the word win there. That's what he's mouthing out. Win.
Do I
That's
play
what that is,
League?
and that's what
I
GenG
used to
needs
play an
do
alright
if we're
amount of
gonna
League,
go
but
to a
my
map
version of
5.
League was just
Then
Nidalee
we'll
only.
really have a series.
Yeah.
Like I played a lot of games on Nidalee.
So, just a little bit more time, everybody, and then we're going to be back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, they've got pretty similar compositions, these two teams. Jeremy on the Killjoy instead of the Cypher coming out from
I never
King.
played though, so I have no idea.
Today, man, Team Secret's been
Why
bringing
Nidalee?
it.
It was the most fun I could have,
Both
man, on the
teams
game.
playing
Nidalee and
so well.
Blitzcrank. Just skill
If you're
shots.
following this today, you got to tune in tomorrow for the final match. It's going to be epic.
That's all I was about, man.
And we're going to see which is the last team that's going to survive this region.
Whichever team, first of all. I mean, if GenG makes it through, that would be pretty incredible.
Think
But if
EA
Team
will come back to
Secret makes it
franchising?
through,
Yeah,
then
I
it's
think
a
so.
bit of a rematch.
Pretty
And
confident.
against the Zeta division that is fully awoken. Laz on that chamber.
The more the teams realize
miss
the
out on
Chamber's
that,
back,
I don't
the
know.
more weight that
Well, you're messing up.
Exactly.
And you're
That
kind of
EA
a bad
gets.
person.
You're
You're missing
rethink
that. I mean,
everything.
let's get right to the bottom of it. It's a moral issue, Quack.
Oh!
Yes. You don't want to miss it.
this was pre-work Nidalee. Yeah, this was old school Nidalee.
Especially
So
not after
when I was playing
Zeta
Nidalee, it
has
was the
put
one
in
where like
that
the
much
further away
effort.
you
They
are from
demand your
your
attention. Your
the one where you
eyeballs
throw the
must pay attention
the
to
spear,
Zeta
but then run
division
backwards so it
whenever
does
they
more
play.
damage.
Zeta's really stepping
That was
up,
the
too.
one,
I'm
and
really
then that
happy
got
to see the
nerfed, and then I
improvements
started
they
playing
built
it
into the
jungle,
play.
and then they made
They
it
had some
to
rocky
be played in
matches,
jungle,
couple months
but that
ago,
ended
but
up
they
being a
definitely,
nerf to it being in
brought
jungle
it here,
because it was way better
speaking of
before in
LCQ.
jungle,
Really?
and then I just stopped
I mean,
playing.
first of all, with that insane overtime game that we had from before,
Right.
40 rounds.
Last map was so one-sided. Yeah, it
That
was just
was a
crazy
fun one to
snowball.
cast. And with Depp at the helm of that all, I mean, he did it on Sova. Very different than what he's normally used to, but he still had that impact. And then Les on the chamber. That one match had Paperthin giggling so much.
There's a GenG Tiger over here.
Yeah, Nidalee was fun, bro.
Lots of
That's
cute
so fun.
animals in the drawings today.
That was the biggest one trick you could get. Like it was crazy amounts. Like I probably played like 2,000. I would love to know the stats. I can't even remember what my main account was called. But I had like over 2,000 games on Nidalee, and then I would have under 100 on everyone
We
else.
do. We need to
And that's I'm not even exaggerating. You can ask Minnie.
I think
We
we
used to play a
zoom in
lot.
on that part of the stage, that must mean
We're back!
No, more tactical pauses.
You finally pushed the
I'm
button.
sure the chat's going,
Okay,
more
there we
pauses,
go.
more
We got
pauses.
through it.
I came for the pauses, not the game. All
All
right.
right.
Team Secret's still in the lead here.
And again, remember.
But again,
Dubstep
I'm
has
talking
been
like
popping
three,
off
4 years ago
alongside
when Nidalee was legit. Oh wait,
Now they're slowly
I'm talking
making
like
their
8
way
years
into
ago
the A
actually.
site.
Dude, this guy's PC's
GenG
messed.
just completely
Why does he
letting
look
that
so?
go,
Why does he look
setting
so
up a
laggy
retake,
sometimes?
wrapping around from behind instead.
Yeah.
What was my
They do
peak
have
rank?
a
I
couple
got to
grabs
diamond.
played
I got to
here, but
diamond
we'll have a big push
qualifiers.
from behind here.
Someone
King
was
has to hang
trolling.
back and wait for the
Either
rest
someone
of
was
the team.
trolling or I was
Otherwise, they
awful.
won't
I
have a
can't
big
remember.
set up.
But that was enough
As
to
he
tilt
gets
me
the
to never
win.
try again.
And there's kind of a lurk here from Jeremy. If they see this attack coming in, it's not going to be that easy here for GenG to get in. We'll see how prepared they are.
Yeah, I love that GenG's playing, excuse me, Jeremy's playing around the door, actually. Because that's something that they might not fully expect. They check it, but still, it's very
Yeah, I was in the placements and I was like, man,
King has been
this
waiting
is
up
not
on
worth.
heaven for the longest time. If GenG coordinates as well, they might be able to do it, but Dubstep
Man, they are
takes it out.
just straight up.
Dubstep just on top of it. 33 HP, he backs up and Envy
Does
with
everyone
a
say,
triple.
bro, Envy gets 3 there?
Whoa!
Okay, give me this
The
POV.
flawless for Team
Mate,
Secret.
GenG have to shut down A. They have to do their 4-person
is
shut
so
down A
scary.
again. Like, it has to happen.
Laser-like focus from this guy, always winning the duels. And let's face it, I mean, this is a real marathon. A best of 5 in Valorant is no joke. That's a real exhausting thing for a player, but he is just not missing a beat.
Gotta watch it from his POV as well. First of all, the recon from Jesse Vash aided him a lot, but it's that sharp shooting as well.
Calm
His
with
aim
it.
with the micro adjustments.
Lulo Luco, what's up, dude? With the 8 months, thank you, thank you.
1-4 right now, and GenG finally
Yeah, I'm not
pulling
even
out
sure,
the
bro.
operator,
It was very
looking to
recent.
stop this
Literally the other
A-side
day. Thank you,
aggression,
though.
but it's
Appreciate the 8
not
months. Thanks for the
happening.
Prime.
Dark
And
cover
thank you for the raid as well,
sprays
bro.
Meteor's discouraged.
Dude, they just go straight up to A. We didn't actually do their
Right,
heavy...
the A side again.
We didn't do their heavy
King
lockdown
not
towards
over
A
this
main. What are they
position.
doing?
Oh boy.
Oh, Meteor gets chipped away. Only 29 HP
Just
now.
rolling out over towards A.
Now the spike planted.
They
for
gotta,
Team
like,
Secret. He
Oh,
spotted the
invest
shoulder,
this
couldn't quite fire
or
an
something.
accurate shot. Lockdown in play now. Godet tries to make a flash play, able to find one.
Oh.
And then King to leapfrog off of it from
Gets
behind.
another.
Wait.
Just 2 left right now. Oh my gosh.
I better dodge
I
it.
think I'm able to take it again.
Oh, what the
Envy.
hell?
An absolute killer.
2v4, technically.
Smoked out. He's going to try to advance into his own side.
Damn, nicely done in the end. I mean, fair play to
is right
Dubstep
where
and Envy. They
Dubstep
did great
finds him.
again. Mate,
Just think about it again.
why did GenG
Faceless.
not shut down A?
It's that same
It's team.
A-side
The thing that I've
hits.
noticed with Team Secret, especially, you can
Time
tell
and
Jesse
time
Vash is like an
again,
old
it
school caller.
happens. GenG
He does the absolute
haven't
class,
quite
like he
found that
literally does the
adaptation. Similar
classics,
story of what we
the
saw in
pure
Ascent, just that
classics
they managed to
of
win the bonus this time around.
carry on doing this until it loses.
Kyle aims
And then
to
this
stop
failed
this,
so badly we can
quickly
do it again.
intervening around
And
7
that
with
is, like,
timeout.
they are absolute classics, and that's just literally
Yeah.
what he's doing.
It's,
And they're the
probably a
kings of it. I
necessary
mean, that's why
timeout.
they went A
This
12
is
rounds
really
against
starting to
DRX,
resemble
right?
The last map we had on here. It just seems like we've witnessed Team Secret like in a growth spurt in real time. Like they are suddenly on a new level.
Yeah, right. Because first of all, while it's the same hit,
You
they're
mean the
also
boomer
kind of
calls?
adjusting
Damn,
around
bro.
to what they anticipate
Name me
from
a
GenG,
good caller who's not a boomer.
knowing
Oh
some of
my
the
god,
tendencies
that's a
of some of
good
these
one.
players, right? Meteor, yeah, surely he's
Supposed to
gonna buy an
count?
operator once he's got enough credits. They're not going
In
to try
esports
anything
terms.
crazy or too different.
I don't know.
Unless there's timeout. So
Under
going
the
off
age
of
of
the
under the
book,
age of
right? You smoke
20
it off,
under the
you
age of
spray him
25 we'll
down,
go to
he's gonna run
esports
back
esports
around, maybe
boomer
reposition to
standards
something a
under the
little
age of
more predictable
25.
as well. And then the rest of the team too, like where have they been?
Valen, I've been
They're
hearing the
trying
net's
to
been
wrap
helping
around
Valen
from
a lot,
B, pushing out of C,
but
but
Valen's
at that
pretty
point,
legit
Team Secret's
because we don't know what's
already
going on
all set
inside.
up
But in
on
terms of
the
the
A
calling from
It does seem like King's
the
utility
guard,
has
it was
not
very
been,
good.
As effective this time. I mean, he's on a Cypher instead of a Killjoy here. But yeah, I mean, it just does seem like so
The
far
whole
Team
Paper
Secret
X
can go
team?
right
Okay,
back
yeah,
to
fair
A
play,
every
you lot
time
got
they
it.
want.
Hey, no, we're not.
Okay, timeout comes
big
in.
push
They
into
do
A
go
here,
fast
but
over towards the A,
that's
but
gonna
maybe
be
because the
Team Secret
timeout
avoiding
came
the
in, they
site.
knew that they were going to fix this up. Because originally I saw them
They knew
gathering
it.
over
It
towards
was
here.
off the
Timeout comes in,
It's
and now
a
they're going
little
over
bit of a
towards here. So maybe they
half-buy
changed it
coming
up
out from
because of the
GenG,
timeout.
So just recognizing that, all right, we could go into C. But they have to be careful about it, and that's why they're taking their time with this one. They want to check and make sure, first of all, yes, the tripwires, but secondly, are there more than one
Damn,
person
that
on the site?
recon was
Oh, he already gets another
everything.
one. Oh, man,
Oh
Dubstep
my goodness,
with the
got him down to
flick,
15
so
HP.
solid.
What the hell?
And that's already 2 players gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Seems
against the
to be
Eco,
an
they go
easy
C.
setup
I'm
with
excited for the next round.
Grant, although we haven't had
Oh
that
my god,
happen
look at
yet.
this.
Here we go.
Jeremy
The timing on that is crazy.
Jeremy is gonna just get an execution.
Is he gonna?
with a knife.
Yeah, of course he is.
Oh,
God's
it
sake,
took 2 slashes.
One enemy remaining.
Last player remaining. That's great. Yes. Simple
Wow, dude.
shot.
Team Secret
This
is
team.
crushing.
Okay, now what do we do? all focus over towards this. What's the calling going to be like? Are we going back over towards C because that one worked? Are we going back to the old original? And then on the defense, are we going heavy with this? Scared that they're going to go back here because it was only an eco that they went. They went C. Oh my goodness. Kang on chamber would be insane probably because he could just AWP every half. But I mean the guy makes Gecko AWP work somehow. So yeah, any agent he plays, he's going to be insane. He just hits shots all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Can GenG catch a break?
Wait, we dashed forwards it. I've never seen anyone do this one.
Right here over towards A.
Sylvan up on top of the rubble. They might not expect it. Dubstep just pushing
That was kind of cool. For some reason, I've never seen anyone smoke deep here and dash here. It's always behind this.
This has been a lot
Looks weird to deal with.
the last 2 games. Like,
my
whole team
Especially when you've got the recon in the corner, you know that you can probably freely go out. It was interesting. It was wild. It's interesting though, GenG tried to bat this down with 4 people and they lose pretty heavy. There was Jesse Vash ult that probably made the difference, but yeah.
Sync up your economy, or maybe could actually go for a save, but just trying to find
He's been doing that every single time they X out over towards A. Really?
Yeah. Hot peak. He's where he's at. He does navigate his way over here. He's going to try to get Jeremy and does find him.
Not a bad start.
Oh my goodness.
Believing in himself.
Damage.
Not a lot of time left. Envy's just got to buy time. Envy's so good in these moments.
Yeah, I spotted enough time already.
Yeah, he did great.
All right,
Of course he did.
Spike is going to be blowing up.
They're just going to do it again, aren't they? Probably.
Wow.
They got to invest though. I don't think they invested the Omen Flash instantly.
That was them getting the opportunity.
Yeah, they're going to start investing Omen Flash instantly.
A collision fight over onto the entry point of A.
That's how smart some of these Team Secret players are. I mean, watch this happen, right? Yes, GenG are throwing a lot of utility down this alley. Whether it's the Dizzy or the Paranoia, Sylvan up on top of Rubble, but
yeah, it's Team Secret. You know they won't back down. We're investing in Omen Flash into this one? No? Okay, what?
The rest of Team Secret going for the same hit again.
Flash. Didn't they put the recon behind it? Oh, okay. Damn, someone's... Either the connection to the replay machine or something. It looks messed there. Man, they just keep on going. How long until GenG decide to actually put an Omen Flash into this? I think I will actually say the one thing about GenG that I'm seeing at the moment, even if when we look over at Ascent, is they're pretty slow at adapting. Right, the fact that they were losing A hits every time on Ascent, and then it took them until like the 8th round to do the Omen Flash to fight over towards A main. Here, I'm seeing A all the time. They still haven't invested the Omen Flash at the beginning. It's like the hard shutdown. I know it's a big investment, but at one point you've got to do it.
You have to start over the second half.
Like, it's Team Secret. Everyone knows that they literally just do this. And we're still just... Looks like they're going to try and go for like a late take of this though, maybe.
GenG, they've got to come up with something.
And they just haven't been able to figure it out yet.
Yeah, I think that's the issue. They just don't...
You know, it's funny, it's Team Secret, but
they don't ever...
not many secrets here as to what they're trying to do. You know, they're just going for A over and over again, and it's working.
They don't adjust. They don't ever do anything like this.
TS to create some crossfire.
Okay, at least King is trying to sneak around now, making use of his cyber.
Okay, that'll work. Straight up individual in front of the cage.
Coming back in around these last.
Okay, nicely done.
What, man, it was
it's a hero play by King though.
Close, even that.
Is that one? Can they do that again? Does that stop this? They got out towards A main. They still got out towards A main. It was just the mid rounding. So I still think like they're gonna go out A at least at the beginning, and then maybe they mid round. Akesti, thank you so much, dude, with the 7 months. Thank you. So yeah, they're feeling the same thing, but this time, I mean, this time, it's probably going to be different. We got 2 big ults.
Actually able to stop Team Secret in their tracks too with his mosh pit, which actually burned down someone.
Okay, well here it is again. A, if it's not broken, don't fix it. They're going for it once more.
And they
King
changed it
over
up a
here.
little bit. They haven't used their
He had a pretty
recon in the
good
normal
positional
place,
setup
which
to
was
the
back
round
here
before,
because
but
it's
he's
been getting
reconfigured
shot. So they
himself,
saved their
finding another
recon this time.
opportunity
Oh
this time
my.
around. He
And they
dashes
saved their
past
dash
him.
because they know that that worked, but they didn't
Comes back into
find them at the beginning.
Team Secret now able to trade for trade.
Yep.
Okay, it's a 3-on-3. It's really doable. What
Markham's
ult do we still got up?
already
Invi
down
has
here
his
from the
ult.
ledge. He might, if they
That's
actually
it.
push down on that side, could really get a surprise hit on him.
That's great positioning too.
Yeah.
At the same time, look at Envy because he's got that rolling thunder. That's your actual.
Damn, that's so much information from him.
Hits every single player from GenG.
Oh, the dash spots him.
All right, Jesse gets that first shot over there.
Enemy remaining.
And Envy's got him covered. It's
This
a duel
guy,
now.
though.
Envy versus Sylvan. Sylvan comes forward again.
Damn, this guy's too good.
Oh!
This guy's too good, straight up.
9-2. Team Secret tightening the noose.
Oh boy.
He's died
That
twice.
cannot feel comfortable around GenG's necks.
He's died
I mean,
twice.
again, it's some
What
of that
the hell?
mental pressure, that mental game coming in, and you could see that it's affecting these GenG guys once more.
Dude, his stats in this best of 5
after
are
yesterday's game against RQ,
ridiculous.
They're a lot more stable. They're a lot more. They have a lot more endurance. But now, off of a couple of losses, they're starting to crack all over.
All right, knives out. Looks like
Damn,
Team
last
Secret
round they
got
changed it
Turtle
up.
to start. See if maybe GenG's gonna do
They
some
did
kind
this
of a
on
dive.
they did this on
That
Haven.
does
Was it
give
Haven that they
GenG a
did
little
this?
bit more
No, they did
control
this
up
on
the middle
Ascent
outside
last round. They
B.
changed up. They went over towards B.
This time they're gonna wrap around mound here. Dubstep leading the way.
Okay, not bad. Pressure coming out. And you also have Sylvan right around the revolving doors, too.
You could definitely look into the way that Jesse likes to IGL against
Only
this
thing
team.
is they don't
I
quite
swear.
have the firepower.
It's like
he has on
clockwork.
Spectre. They're trying to delay as much as possible, but as soon as
Did I see the
smoke
Mike's
goes down,
HD
Team
interview?
Secret,
No,
here
I
they
should
come.
watch that at one point. Or
Right,
read
yeah,
that?
they've got that
Watch or
lockdown
read?
set up.
Is it
Counter lockdown is
video?
put in
Is
position
it,
as
what is it?
well.
Despite being concussed, Dubstep still landing the shot. TS going in for the peak of his own, not quite able to make it happen.
Let's read?
4v5
Okay, yeah, I'll read
retake
that at one point.
tasteless.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
It's an
easy here for
audiobook?
GenG.
Okay, now we're talking.
Oh,
All the way to the other side?
Borgo,
Oh
he's
man,
getting sneaky.
this is gonna be deadly. It's the latest luck as well with the ult.
Sees the hand, can't get either. Meteor gets a double
Jesse
instead.
Vash has his ult to delay for
It's
this one
doable.
as
GenG
well.
can absolutely pull
Just
this one
double
through.
checking no one's
Jesse Vash has
behind.
the Hunter's Fury, though, and he's playing so far back. There's
No
so
one's
many
touched the
delay
spike yet, so
tactics
he doesn't
right
have to
now.
worry.
Yep. He can ping him there.
Oh!
And then he gets behind the box afterwards.
I think that's it.
Oh
That's gonna
man,
be it.
we
It's gonna be 10-2.
absolutely own them. What a
Down
nice
to
attack
time.
off
Yep.
from them.
All right.
Yeah, I think
That's gonna
this
be it
is.
for the
We can
first
start
half.
being a bit more critical to
Look,
GenG
man,
if we look at this map. We look
I
at the
don't know
map
what you guys
before.
want me to say. I know we got a
They're
lot of
very
GenG
slow
fans
at
out
finding
there, but
answers to the
it's
same
hard to
thing over and
imagine,
over again. I think
GenG
that's
recovering here,
the main
especially
thing
after
that we
saw
can
what
look at the
happened
moment.
in map 3. It seems like when Team Secret gets that momentum, it's very, very hard to stop them or even slow them down.
And it's crazy to think about. I mean, absolutely insane. The same thing again, just coming out towards the first half, the same A hit. And then down in the final round before we swap sides, Team Secret decides to head into C, and lo and behold, it works out perfectly.
Yeah. You love to see it. Dubstep. Look at those eyes, man. That's what he looks like right before he shoots you in the face when you peek.
I mean, maybe. That's why it's so scary. That's why
That's
nobody
why one
wants
eye's
to
more open.
challenge him.
See those, the eye that's more open on the side? That's the one that looks in the scope, Quack.
Ah, yes.
That's
the result.
that's the operator eye. That's the
Hopping for
aiming
so
eye.
long, yes.
Yeah.
But more importantly,
He's not holding the operator now. He's like, I'll fight you
Dude,
hand
I'm
to hand.
going
I'm not
crazy.
afraid. I'm like, okay, Dubstep.
we did get a
Dubstep, I'm
knife
just
kill.
trying to cast the game. Don't hurt me, man.
we did. He's one of the most lovable human beings.
Oh,
Come
he's
on.
great.
But we did get a knife kill in this Lotus map. Apart from that, though, also
To rate
his
Team
statistics
Secret
right now,
considering they beat
2.7
Liquid.
ADA.
I rate
And it
them
just
for
shows
other
how
stuff than
much
that,
he brings
but
value
yeah,
to
I
the
rate
team.
this
Yeah.
team.
These entries, always bypassing utility, or just creating so much space with that Tailwind plus Cloudburst combo. He breaks open
I rate the
sights
stuff.
again and again.
You're talking about stuff that happened like 6 months ago,
Alright,
man.
well,
The
I mean,
the more
look,
recent
I think
data is the
for,
one you should go off of. Like beating
Team
people in
Secret, the
Pacific as well.
confidence
Like
there.
some of the results they've had
Don't
is like
bust out
good
the
results.
champagne glasses yet, though, guys. If you're a Team Secret fan, they haven't closed it out just yet. GenG, maybe they can figure it out. Maybe they can catch their second wind, so to speak.
I mean, they have
Try
to
to
do
come
it.
back and do it.
They have to. If they don't, it's over. It's Jover. Last
In a
chance
rematch, do you
qualifier
think
now
Team
in the lower
Secret beat
finals.
Zeta? I think it will be
And we're down to
closer
what
because
could
they
be the
actually
last
know
map.
that the
10 to
chamber's
2
coming
at
this
the end
time,
of the
so they
first
can have
half.
like a better plan
Team
against it.
Secret
First time, I think they got a little
looking
bit wrecked from it.
unstoppable.
I still
If
think it's
they
going to be
pick up
hard
this
considering
pistol,
that
Tasteless, I'm
considering they had to get the double ban.
Calling it.
I'm calling it.
Let's call it. Let's call it together.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
GenG here. They need to have
I mean, they need
string
something.
of insane wins against Team Secret. Otherwise, Team Secret is going to shut this down and walk out as our surviving team, 3-1.
Starting things off with
Recon close to scan all of this to see if he can drone out and work out where the people are early. So weird round. Recon went on the wall. Drone goes to here.
It almost feels like they're so well prepared against GenG.
Then you could push off the.
Okay. With the silence.
I mean,
GenG thinks
I mean,
different.
honestly, I
They
can't
are
like it.
sneaking over to the A site
We got a
instead.
heavy stack over towards C. We got
Jeremy's
a
his utility set up, but
kill set up,
it
or at least a
doesn't go
delay
off.
set up
It's
to
gonna be a
stop them
slow
from
rotate for
planting.
the rest of the Team Secret guys.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's
try to
good
come in
info.
now.
Let's see. Here comes the rotate. Here's the delay out with the
And,
mollies.
It's going to be A this time. GenG needs to get this set up. They need to have this win to kind of start that snowballing where they can start to string together these victories that would hopefully allow them to have the comeback. A very patient and very quiet Team Secret is all going to collect up at the top. And they're basically letting GenG burn through some of their
Oh my
utility,
goodness.
and then they're going to spring that attack.
Yeah, not too shabby. Starting to spring it off now, but look at how GenG held it down so well.
That'll do it.
Up around heaven, up around
That'll do it.
stairs.
There's
King did
there's
his job.
step one.
The
Now
rest of them finding their
now
own
for the
kills
other
too.
10 steps they
Big
got to
cheers
do.
in the audience here. Obviously, being in Korea, there's a lot of GenG fans here. They were very quiet in that first half. Let me just say that. But seeing that pistol round win, hey,
Guys,
happy to
don't
see
flame
those
other
cheers
watch
back,
parties in here.
Right?
in the audience.
What do you do?
It's inspiring, and now it brings them back. Keep those spirits up. You need to communicate. You need to reset mentally if you are to come back in the second half. Starting this with this pistol, it is pretty good. Cutting noise and then going for that slow rotation over. Oh, the camera
Oh, a
spots
little
off all
side
the
step
Team
on that one.
Secret
Okay,
guys too,
that's
but
nice.
There's Envy. Great shot.
Tell you what though,
now
It's going to be Borkum just kind of lurking behind the mound. Doesn't seem, though, like
damage
they're
could
going
be
to
good.
commit to that
You
direction.
can flame my watch
Instead,
party.
maybe
Yeah,
they
that's
come
fine.
towards
But don't
B.
flame other watch parties.
See if there's going to be any peeking plays here from Team Secret. Jeremy going to lurk over in A here.
not too much. Jeremy's just playing off of his turret. He's got a shorty as well, so this is close
Well,
contact.
it's going to be a bit of a
Close
slow one
calls
while they wait
if
for another push here.
GenG pushes
4v5.
into A. But off of
Some
all
solid-
this time,
some
I mean,
solid
the
flames
side
you
that's
guys have
most
got,
commonly
respect.
left open would be B, and if GenG just makes a guess or goes for that gamble, or maybe just even getting a bit of contact around A and then rotating
Chat.
through, they might be
Chat.
able to
I'll
avoid
warn
the
you right
win.
now.
If they
I'm
walk
so
into A
fine
on
for
the
the
other
mods to
hand,
ban people that copy and
well,
paste.
if they can't survive
Just
against
before
Jeremy
you
Shorty,
consider
that's
copy and
gonna be
pasting.
hell to
Like,
pay.
I don't
It
want to
does
look
seem like
over and
it's,
see a wall
he's
of
the
text
place they're
that,
gonna try to
I mean,
get into.
honestly, sometimes
It's
it's
getting
nonsense
sinking.
anyway, but I'd rather see
got
funny
Envy,
nonsense instead of just a copy and paste.
as
Like, I can't be
well.
bothered to read it. Straight up, there's too many things.
Borkum
I'm sure it was
ready
great
to
though.
be sniped.
Okay, wingman plant. So it's safe enough. Oh, but TS makes the mistake of pushing too deep. Borkum able to get a couple of shots, and then now Envy 2-on-1.
Just Meteor over here. Oh, and Envy! It's always Envy.
Bro. Okay, well,
A perfect
that's,
shot. This spike's getting diffused.
Yep.
The 11th win
There
is
we
gonna
go.
on the board here for Team
dude, they couldn't even get past the
It's a
ecos as well.
thrifty
Envy's just
two.
too good, man. This guy's incredible.
Despite
He's really
only
having
the
like his
early
best game
contact
as well.
towards B, GenG finding that trade, just operating off of
He's 20-4 right
zero
now.
information. Team Secret did such a good job at defending, hiding so well. The setup on
Yeah, I
the
mean, they
A
just
side
had
was
numbers here as
perfect.
well.
We had
They know
Envy
they're
with
so
the
close.
fault
Mate, his
line,
stats are going to be
the shorty coming up from
ridiculous.
Jeremy.
His stats are actually going to be
It's
ridiculous.
unbelievable,
I had him in my super team. My super team only had 2 people,
Good luck, GenG.
consisted of 2 people, and it's him and Verno.
Right now.
That was my underrated super team. He's no longer underrated, that's for sure.
Obviously, they have one Vandal and
So,
some Sheriff buys,
I imagine being able to make this super team happen just got a lot more expensive.
Lining him up and mowing him down. Borkum finds God dead.
Puts up the smoke as well. The rest of them just trying to find whatever.
Am I a fan of Envy now?
Picking up the
Go
rifle.
back to the VODs are there. They're on YouTube. Go back to the first ever game from Team
Certainly gonna have
Secret.
to start forcing as well.
Actually, that's a lie. The first ever split game, like in the league.
Not many recon gathering abilities left.
I was already trying to work out his
Team
buyout
Secret,
contract.
All they have to do, and because they won the Thrifty,
How
is
much
just to
money I'd
hold
have to
down
spend
all
to
of
get him.
these entrances. The Odin now being sounded off around the A site. GenG tucks tail and turns away.
Yeah, he's still alive. 5 HP. That's wild.
Oh,
Envy is slowly taking apart GenG. They're going to try to go for the C site.
unbelievable.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my
The
god.
turret.
Bro. Okay,
That's it. We only
9
have one more
for
round left.
GenG's
Team
year
Secret.
to be over.
Could be.
Bigger, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, I mean, the guns, first of all, because they won that Thrifty, such a good read, such a good play. Coming down to this side.
Alexander, I like that guy, man. He's
First of
the
all,
crispy
Borkum landing
aimer,
the
bro.
shots and blocking it off the dark cover.
It's a shame we don't
The
see him
Odin
as
coming
much.
up from Jesse Vash. He was just suppressing fire a little bit.
He's
I
in
don't
chat
think he actually
sometimes as
saw
well.
anyone, but it was just enough to push GenG all the way into the open arms of Borkum and Jeremy on the C site. This could be the last round, Tasteless.
Yep. Good luck, GenG. We've got a push over here into A, and it looks like it could work. It's just going to be Jeremy here. How many can he get? He gets none. Beautiful wall
Oh,
bang there from
Cast has
TS.
really hyped that one up.
And it's going to be a
Oi,
two-stack
now
over
they're
here,
really
top to
feeling
bottom.
it.
Well, I like how King's prepped up on top of this.
Oi, they're really feeling it with these moves, man. Fair play.
Gives himself the
That's
first shot.
incredible.
Rolling Thunder coming out from Envy, but unfortunately not
1v3?
quite able to find all too much.
I'm
Yep,
believing
just
with some of
Borkum
these
moving
rounds.
through now. And I mean, this is probably going to be the 4th win here for GenG, but I think he actually wants to just try to go for exit frags.
Who's my super team? It's two people. It's Envy and Verno. That's it. I never got to finishing off the super team.
Running out of time, but yeah, stopping down.
I needed
Yeah,
more
Hail
up and
Mary.
comers, and then I've waited too long,
But you
and
know,
now everyone knows about the up and comers,
anything you
so
can do
we're
to
done.
kind of sandbag the progress of credits, you know, forcing your opponents
Right,
to
let's
buy
count it
back
down.
there is going to be a good play. So
9
I think that's
chances,
the best
down
that
to
Borkum
8.
could have done given
Absolutely.
the situation.
We could already see, I mean, first of all, GenG, good job, good hit. And then the way that they held it post-plant, I love that King was standing up on top of Root because that elevation
I think a
just
team of
throws
2
off
would
your
do well.
opponent's
Yeah, it's
crosshairs.
not the
And at the same
it's
time, the
not
rest of
the
them finding those
best
early
call to
shots
have,
from
really.
Root Tree gives them the sight.
good try it.
But the impact
Rowan Val,
is
what's
felt,
up, dude,
like
with the
you're
prime?
talking
Thank
about
you so
the
much with the
economy.
3 months.
Some of them are on light shields.
Honestly, with how he's
TS,
playing though, maybe.
He's got his Thrasher ultimate. That's going to create a lot of space.
Thank you for the 3 months, mate. Really do
Jeremy
appreciate
would have
that.
no choice but to respect it. As soon as it gets sent out, Jeremy's running back towards defender spawn.
Fish goes in, free
Right,
sight,
here we are over the
heavy
seaside.
retake. We've got no
Secret
ults for it. We
scrambling,
do have
trying
the
to
judge on the
set
retake
up.
though, and you know this is going to be good. No one's playing close
The,
though. He's not going to get much
pick up
further.
for
I
a
think.
second. Meteor going to swing around, gets the shot on to Jesse. Oh god, that absolutely murdering.
Okay,
looks like we're gonna get
that's
that
kind of
big
nice though.
win
You plan in
here.
the corner with Gecko, and then you
Step left
can
over.
use the dizzy straight up, and actually would get like a lot of
Safely
places once they
around.
That's nice for that.
Very much
gonna
so.
go for
Then I guess you have the dizzy to sorry, the
Exit kill or
do bro
something.
He would have
to
enough
do
buy
something
up
else with. Check if
for-
they're close.
for a teammate. Because he hasn't sustained any damage yet, as long as he keeps
We'll
his
calm him
health
down.
this way,
The
should
closer
be
and the
able
longer it
to
goes on, the more
make
belief
it
we'll
to
have.
the next round without having to buy heavy armor.
Does just feel like
look at
once they
GenG.
get the
I think
ults
he heard
though,
those
it's
hops.
gonna be over, especially considering the eco round that we had.
Yep.
Shot fired.
Oh, this is wild. Oh my god, dubstep is so sick.
Okay, nice.
That was so good.
More damage, not too bad. But still, I think with the spike plant, GenG gets to buy up in full. And Team Secret now just slowly starting to choke a little bit. They need to close this out. It is 12-5. but still the hit coming out from GenG is so good. I think the thing that I really want to focus on is Meteor. Because apart from this kill at the end, the way that he goes in so quickly, so deep into some of these positions, his opponents never ever quite expect him around, especially like, you know, C-Link, B-Connector.
So this is gonna
Wait,
be
they
a
cleared all
budget
the A
round
roll
here for
fast?
Team Secret.
How much delay have they got for this? Not much when the ult comes in.
Right the seam. Not much Jeremy can do with that
Okay,
right now.
this one's
Meteor's
looking
gonna
pretty
dive
good
in.
again as well. They only really have the hero gun on Envy as
Nicely
well.
done.
Just gonna be the right clicks. Now the rest of Team Secret trying to push forward, but without the best guns, we're just trying to
Yeah.
take
Murdering
whatever we
there.
can get.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be that. Okay. 6 wins.
Now this gets a bit
Hopes
more interesting
rising
though.
right now for GenG.
We actually have
Team Secret
some
knows
guns.
They just need one.
Oh, there's the timeout.
We've got some guns. We've got some ults.
They've got 3 ultimates.
Timeouts here as
Yeah.
well.
They probably want to stack heavy. Like really force a win.
It is possible. But just thinking about how
Do the
past couple
Pacific
rounds
does the
have gone
Pacific
now
team
for
seem
GenG,
closer to each other than EMEA and
it's good
Americas?
sight
Definitely
reads, it's
EMEA,
good
yes.
executes.
Americas
Secret,
is actually, I
they
mean,
try to go
yeah,
for bits of
pretty much
early round
yes. Out of
aggression
all
at
the
times, but
out of
because
all
this
of
is a
the
3-side
regions, this is the one that's the hardest to
pushing out
call.
on one side means that the other side is less
Americas is a
fortified,
little
and
bit
off of
harder
it,
as well.
GenG loves to go in and set
But
up some of these coordinated executes.
yeah,
And again,
everyone's really
always keep
close
your eyes on Meteor
in
because
Pacific. I'm pretty sure.
when GenG is able to get a sight, this guy goes further in. Cuts
You have
people
the
off
few
of
odd teams in there like
rotations.
Crew
Yeah.
and Koi that are doing good after a little bit of time, but
So, you know, a little bit more oxygen here for GenG. And you got to be very careful in games like this when you're Team Secret because, you know, you start resting on your laurels, you start relaxing a little bit, easing up.
Before
You'd
you
be
know
amazed
it.
how, yeah, before you know it, they've caught up, right? And so they need to kill this at its crib. Stop this momentum that is building up here for GenG.
It could be, it could happen. The audience is cheering for
Yeah,
it.
lots of GenG fans here in the
all right.
stadium.
Oh my
Team
goodness.
Secret's got 6 chances
flying
to
around.
stop it before it happens, but GenG, oh
Wait,
boy,
still
are they
online.
trying. Lockdown available for Jeremy. And look at the positioning too. Borkum so far back. It's a setup that allows
With the Omen ult, the
GenG
guy's
to
in the
come
shoe
in
next to him.
and quicken
Oh
up
man, he
Team
just
Secret
cancelled
to
that. Kind of like that
potentially
play where
retake.
he was just hiding from it, then insta swung.
They're
Dubro's
smoking him out.
planting. Damn, actually did a relatively okay plant against the wall. Not perfectly in the corner, but we'll let him off. It's like a 7 out of 10.
Oh, look at this.
Damn, they're taking a lot of map
Paranoia
control when they get
sent
C
out
though.
now.
It's kind of nice.
All right, they're moving through. Jeremy finds one.
Oh,
Could it be?
and they have the
Lockdown in
flank
place.
behind.
Yeah, here we go.
It pushes them into dubstep.
But there's still a
Oh
little corner
god.
here at C they could take. Oh, Dubstep's going to be ready.
What's the patience?
He's hiding
Wait,
the
the
fault
stun
line.
on top.
Perfect for him.
Oh my
Double
goodness,
kill. Is
lovely
this it?
stun.
Just TS here in the back. He gets one. They're halfway to the defuse. He gets another, but he fires back.
God dead.
Did
It's
Dubro
gonna
mess
be
you up?
defused. That's going to be it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no!
again, Dubro, man.
Defenders win.
Lil bro doesn't plant in
Wow.
the corner properly, only against the
Alright,
wall he
well,
plants
that
here, so the
settles
spam
that.
isn't good.
Team Secret defeats GenG
This guy,
to
man.
move on to our finals for LCQ.
Alright, nicely done.
Closing out the
Nicely
series
done.
with
They go
a
into the final.
spike defuse of all things.
Best of 5. They don't get any map
Team
bans though, so that's
Secret.
going to be
The
interesting.
setups from both teams were pretty good in that last round.